Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the exciting, riveting, and amazing Propagandacast with me, host from Pearl Dane, the one and only master propaganda hero, site defender of the fatherland, officer 1v1 on Angoville Farms. In the south, it is Oziligath, fighting for freedom, democracy, and liberty, the American dream. Setting up here with the US 3rd Armored Division, the North stands 2.0, fighting for the German Army, Deutschland. The Reich.
Scout squad is ready and able.
Here with the 15th Panzer Grenadier, he's got breakthrough, and he's going for a good golly Miss Molly 5 Pioneer opening. Things are getting spicy with double Scout rifle net for Oziligath. As always, a big hearty thanks to my patron supporters for the continued generous and wonderful support of the Propagandacast. Please make all these delightful videos possible. 6 Pioneers, okay. Things are absolutely going places, just I'm not entirely sure what those places are. A quintuple. Sextuple. Pioneer opening either way, he's off with them. A lot of Pioneers there out of 2.0, definitely aiming for that early map control. They certainly may struggle a bit in a more direct firefight. As always, a big hearty thanks to my patron supporters for the continued generous support. Really helps out with the videos, and a thanks to those who keep commenting and liking on them. Really does a lot there with YouTube algorithms, and also keeps the cat from biting off my fingers. Sure, the patron supporters keep him from slitting my throat during the night. So, Pioneers close from the Scouts here. Our rifle opening up here. Big Pioneer push there from 2.0, or big-ish. But it definitely allows him sort of, in a sense, get more map control in, though if he's not careful, he can quickly suffer a lot of casualties against Oziligath, so it's not without his risks that much, for sure. We got the Pioneers, so the Scouts quickly running in, blocking the door behind them as the Pioneers come barreling down upon them. West side, cut off one open, but at the same time, the Pioneers are coming to my shells there. Splitting off the Pioneers, retreating here, not keen on finding around Scouts inside. NG4 to the 2.0. The pressure is mounting. So the Pioneer casualties, more rifle pulling in here. The certainly 2.0 strategy is not looking quite as hot, which is why most people don't really go for a lot of Pioneers. There you go, Pioneers being pushed off. Send packing and routed mercilessly there by Oziligath.
Resources cut off. We have territory isolated.
Still managed to get a lot of map here versus his opponent, even if he's not actually getting a lot of it at the moment.
Rifleman squad deployed.
Obviously, some issues here for 2.0, but it's definitely not meta, that's for sure. Inf supports in there for Oziligath. Scouts there spotted, routed, sent packing in the south. None of our reviving here to push back against the Germans here. The 15th Panzer Grenadier Sean Pioneers about getting knocked out here. And they are gone. Pioneers up north routed. Of course, have to see what Oziligath does with this heavy weapons choice. I mean, going to have to have weapons support once to make use of the half. It could also be just going to, like, go Pershings. That's pretty much it. Go. The reason there, Rifle squad being suppressed. We've got another Rifle 2 set moving in here. Getting up behind the even 14 to get this squad pushed off here. Pioneers closing in. Other Pioneers will obviously can't hold the line. We have the machine gun being turned around. Rifle squad, they're pushing back. Might be an arrow save here, but still crucially, we see the Oziligath continue to deny here 2.0 access to his fuel point. Rapid production up there, though not much to rapidly produce with it, the ability yet. Except a cannon crowd, so pushing even more things to capture points with is a unique strategy, that's for sure there. Unfortunately for him again, like, he might hold a lot of points, but a few of them are probably connected, so it just doesn't matter at the moment. Bit awkward. Captain on the way there for Oziligath, and there you go, weapon support center. But still, Oziligath's done great work there, really minimizing map control by just hitting those cutoff points. Cancrad zooming about there. Russians forcing forward to deal with the American assault here. 30 counts for Oziligath. Chinese with flamethrowers. Pioneers were typically the ones in the German army to put flamethrowers. That and Fudgemakers It seemingly also have access to flamethrowers.
Enemy forces are converging
From
on
what
a
I've
fuel
seen in
point.
photos and sort of bits here and there. So that is an interesting fact there as well. As the kitty cat walking past the screen.
HMG team deploying.
Just going to grab him and put him down so he doesn't knock something down, or more crucially accidentally push the power button. Scouts going for their victory point. We've got pioneers attacking from both sides. Luftwaffe company for 2.0. Guessing the Jaegers on the way for him. Because the counter rush out 2-1 with the field control, as awkward as it's been for him. Further south, the Rush going to hit with an MD-4 230 cal letting loose. Cancrad
We've lost control
gaining
of the sector.
terrain and pioneers here pushing forward, but they're still unhealthy. Honestly, at this point, I do think 2.0 really needs some healing as well for these pioneers. Well, some of these pioneers, obviously. Further south, 30 cal right into the jaw here of the MD-42, but the Rifle Squad Captain Scout flank here forces 200 retreat. He finally also goes to the medical station. Thumbs up, can go for Jaegers now. The Luftwaffe company definitely needs some infantry in my book. So, getting some Jaegers going now would certainly help with pressure. Steady goes for the Flak 30, continue to rely heavily on the pioneers to do any of the actual footwork for now.
Exchangeable parts are available to rapidly retrofit
Which
our
is
half-track.
definitely a strategy. Forcing healing, pioneers sending out.
They've pushed us off a sector.
Flak 30, 2/3 of the
Roger
way
that.
done.
We won't reinforce without your word.
And we got the half to there for Oziligath.
A victory point is under
Freedom
attack.
and
We must
democracy.
act.
Flak 30, almost done.
A victory point has fallen into enemy
Not
control.
sure if he hasn't upgraded the Kettenkrad yet. Like maybe grab points faster.
Give 'em an answer, boys.
Would be a bit handy there for 2.0. Got the Flak 30 forwards, pioneers running with the pioneer. Rab squad. Oziligath takes no chances against such a number of pioneers, just withdraws the flame for there. Probably odds being got reached over retreat there, but soon didn't see it, but you know, definitely gave him some confirmation afterwards. West side of Flak 30 loose on the captain. ND-14 up as well here.
Assault half-track, hitting the field.
After that for Oziligath, guessing an upgrade here, yes, M16.
Commander, it's done.
A lot of action here again. 2.0's non-standard strategy still on the way. And he's going for another Flak 30 here.
Promotions.
Definitely a highly unorthodox build.
Defend our victory point. We're losing it.
I still think you should get some infantry eventually. I mean, maybe he's planning to go for the Meccan assault group.
Reports of enemy movement. near
That
our
would be
victory
a
point.
choice. We'll have to see.
Sector gone. We must take it back.
A lot of back and forth here, though, and 2.0, though, definitely has that issue with the strategy. He's just not getting a lot of fuel so far. And that really means Oziligath could, like, you know, take ahead of him aggressively wants to. Also, Flak 30 away too out in the front line, nothing to screen it, considering it doesn't have a gun shield. The crew is very exposed, they come under direct fire, so this is all the other issue with this build here. Lacking infantry, he doesn't have anything to, like, really draw attention with his weapons. So not exactly ideal here for 2.0, second Flak 30 arriving, but there's a good chance here. Okay, that one recruit as well. Got the anti-aircraft half-track, but MD-42 and Flak 30 in trouble. Might see some wipes here if he's not careful. Handing over self support to Oziligath would be quite dangerous. Of course, counterproductive. There, go on, Flak 30, maybe before Flak go up as well here.
Under attack.
Yup, there is 2 support weapons lost here. Going for another Cancrad. 2.0 is just doing things his way completely and utterly. But losing him for Flak 30 to the opponent. Got Flak 30 wiped again, I guess. Flak 30 him for Cancrad rushing forwards.
Territory lost.
He's going to actually try and hold it off there, think. Yup, oh boy. Lost the Cancrad, though. Didn't work out, but he might be able to wipe the info to Oziligath the stasis. That stasis welcome there. Yes, wiped again. Map control is, I mean, somehow working out for 2.0, but it's becoming an increasingly high
50 cal
cost.
heavy machine guns requisitioned to frontline forces.
50 cals for Oziligath.
Enemy activity near our munitions
And
point.
democracy, liberty. And 2.0 is just bringing another Flak 30. Apparently he's just roped in any flak gun he can muster here for the 15th Panzer gun to be shown. And so as to warm it on, they're trying to get more pressed into just anti-infantry roles. As the aircraft become increasingly more heavily armoured and fly higher, meaning the flak 30s themselves in particular were less effective against aerial targets. So they were much more aggressively pressed into, just anti-ground roles. Fun fact. There. Of course, any sort of similar guns, like, the Breda version of this, the Italian of this. Support on this, I guess, ambivalence here now for 2.0. I still think he'd benefit a fair bit here from some Jaegers or Starstorm. Still need to get that MD42 as well there, but there you go. Third flak 30 out here for 2.0. Guessing he just watched Saving Pro Ryan and thought, you know what? I think this is bloody amazing. After there for Oziligath. Parliament's almost done. Got some sort against the flak 30s though. Oh, actually they're positioned in such a way that they actually can sort of be pulled up there. Occupied for at least a while. Second half from there for Oziligath. MD42 in trouble. Need someone to crew that very badly. And probably should have someone cover it so the Americans can't easily make off with it, to be honest. And he also needs his cut-off point back. Scouts very much doing reconnaissance by getting shot at. Smoke flares here around the 2.0 space. Fresh half drag out. There you go, pushing undercover smoke. But there you go, flag 30 still providing enough current fire here to make the task painfully difficult there for Oziligath's units. Meanwhile, cut-off point missing. Fresh forces moving in. 2 flak 30s providing covering fire there. Looks like he may finally reclaim that MG42. Training for Oziligath's infantry support weapons. Quantum with 5. Got the half to engaging some of 2.0's pioneers. Smoke bombs, incendiary bombs, but crucially, no Starstorm. So, again, it feels like he's basically just using the pioneers as his mainline infantry here. And of course, in the actual war, the Panzer Pioneers of a Panzer Grand Division or the Pioneers of an Infantry Division were typically some of the division's best troops. It's just for some reason here they decided no. They just chat. I mean, there were Pioneers that weren't combat ready, but they were typically not divisional Pioneers. And typically more like, just other types of Pioneers, really. And just building Pioneers or railroaded Pioneers and whatnot. Little fun note there. But there we go. I mean, he's still got more problems here than 2.0, but he's somehow making this work for now. Vibrant flak plans on the way. That's going to definitely complicate matters here for Oziligath, as he currently has 0 anti-tank, which of course, with heavy weapons, he can convert this into an tank half-track. And we got mines here with riflemen, laying down anti-tank mines. Thumbs up there. Good, but I would say overlooked upgrade there with the demolitions package.
Defend our victory point. We're losing it.
Very nice work. The Oziligath will improve somewhat handy versus the Vibrant. You can draw straight into. In fact, we've got multiple anti-tank mines. And so far, no minesweepers out of 2.0, which is definitely a bit of an oversight. Continues away, and there you go. Rifle Cordy for the Flak Panzer. Jaegers on the way. Finding some actual infantry for 2.0 rather than just having the Pioneers do all of the grunt work.
A fuel point is being lost.
Kenkrad zooming about. Jaegers almost done.
A fuel point is being seized by the enemy.
Required here. Don't know minesweepers though. He could very easily end up creating that quite explosively.
Commander, we've lost a sector.
Back 30 on the scene again here.
The enemy has taken territory from us.
And we got Panzer 6 for the Jaegers. Pioneers, they are about to get buried. West side Kettenkrad Russian trains here, the 50 cal and destroyed. That's the second Kettenkrad down.
We're losing a fuel point.
Takes some new flak panzers, flak 30s moving in here. And there you go. Another half one there for Oziligath. He needs to be met with heavy anti-aircraft fire. 20mm mortar cannons completely ripping through them. We got the M16 trying to make a quick escape. Fortunately for him, 2.0 is an aggressive pursuing here with the Vibrant. Might have a shot in taking out the anti-aircraft half track, but now it's already been upgraded to the anti-tank half track. Courtesy of that ability there, the old exchangeable parts.
One of Army... They have taken our victory point.
Rather in pursuit, answering up to joining in. West side here, American force 1-2 within before the flag parties also backing it up. Their cut-off point once more in the danger zone.
Half-track.
At least he's got some milestones. He's partially trying to deal with it, but he really would benefit from some more units to sort of consistently cover that. Until calling that flag 30. Pioneers closing in east side there. Slow progress here from 2.0. Oziligath slowly moving in second. Anti-tank half ready. Running in with, of course, several light anti-tank weapons and artillery. Oh, the scouts there. I think Oziligath forgot about the scouts here. Could be a wipe here with a bit of bad luck. Yes, scouts wipe. Painful enough. 50 cal trouble with the flag 30. Pioneers holding the flank here. Anti-tank half moving up. They might be able to, of course, provide some bombardment here against that flag 30. And in the east, engineers versus the Wirbelwind. Well, 2.0 go for another Wirbelwind. Go for Mars. We'll try and take out. What is he planning here?
Territory lost.
I mean, this is definitely something quite different. They're not quite weapons, but definitely not meta either. Almost got the flag 30 here.
We've lost the weapon crew.
And I can also say, for this, if not a strategy, I'd recommend other players trying to like execute. Oh shit! Oh snap! Yeah, you almost had the flag further seized. Anti-tank after going in though. No anti-tank weapons spawned here. Armadas, nothing. Flag further about to fall in the hands here of Oziligath and Imdi Future. They just throw fucking out. West side, fresh push in here. Yeah, getting a flag further out as an opponent is definitely good here for Oziligath. Less than ideal here for 2.0. Jaegers on the move.
Routing automatic rifles requested.
And BARs here for Oziligath. I think 2.0 might be aiming for
We have
the
a backlog of command points.
Panzer Company now. Is that enough for the Wirbelwinds? Also not impossible, he might be planning to go for Starstulpen. So far, just a big old float there by the Germans.
Our munitions point.
More Jaegers, I guess not a Panzer Company after all, he's not yet. I mean, it's also just very possibly might be going straight for the Tiger Tank at this point. Only going where so many other players have gone before him. Typical on the west here, causing problems for 2.0's forces. Second Jaeger squad almost done, and we've got him sending a bomb run on the entire thing here. Little firewall there. Pioneers been caught and then kept him in from the other side. Scouts on the other end. Black versus the 50 cal here, bigger caliber. And the Oziligath's 50 cal definitely not made for that one. Got the anti-tank half moving again. Needs to be careful not to extend his that 30-second Jaeger squad moving in. Attempt to go for the cutoff point is ending up poorly for the captain as he heroically leads the way to a posthumous promotion. 398 to 276. Driving in trouble, flag is letting loose. East side, Jaeger versus Rifleman. Closing in swiftly and aggressively. More flak artillery fire against the flak guns. We got double Wirbelwinds all of a sudden here. Maybe he was playing for the Tiger tanks, but that plan has very much then been thrown to the side as he goes for double flak panzer. Seems, on one hand, I can see the logic, but at this timing and this stage, it also feels like an aggressive commitment that could perhaps, like, you know, have been used elsewhere rather than just double Wirbelwinds.
Engineers on the hook.
And we'll have to see. There we go. First flag panzer moving in. Route squad, they're spotting it, reporting it back to headquarters as the Germans rampage through the eastern side of Angoville. West side being slowly abandoned here with the German army. Flak 30s falling back here. Could do some healing and some reinforcements. I suppose well having some grenadiers just to match the front line could be handy. Vehicles going in hard here. But honestly, with all these units from the Luftwaffe company, really should consider the officers' quarters. If anything, that's a bit of an oversight. He hasn't gone for an officers' quarters yet for this Luftwaffe company, because all these vehicles, all these Jägers, all of these Flak 30s. Definitely an oversight. They have the bigger ones there by 2.9. And that's a total of 8 units out of the Luftwaffe company. He would like massively benefited ages ago from a officers' quarters. We could have like units at Vetchi 2, maybe even some like path close to Vetchi 3. Anti-tank man goes off finally, going off there, heavily damaging the engine of his flak panzer. So Oziligath there might send him. We've got Jägers moving to block the path there. Could actually be a problem for the half tracks.
Captured a victory point.
Oh, Friedrich there was absolutely terrible with the panzer track. It's also starting to lose more and more pioneers, but he's definitely going to need minesweepers at this point. At least he'd be very
One of our sectors is now in enemy hands.
questionable in his maneuvers if he were to like just not go for minesweepers after, heading in into tank line.
Crack tank is chewing us up.
And so I don't think I should have done that many more, but I can easily miss them. Black Crow's in trouble. Looks like even a mine that was around the area got set off under them. Complicating matters there for his flank positions. Jägers being tapped for Gonna need a flak punch over there, other one being repaired. First one though could still move in and his assistance as once more Oziligath puts the guy under threat.
Rifles losing integrity.
Now they got the intention moving in. Oh dear! Sending the damage one which he had not repaired against the flak punch is definitely a mistake here. Even if Ralph squad low and healthy was sending. Ah, that was definitely a questionable call there for Oziligath. Maybe some issues. Pioneers that got wiped. Grenades off there. 2.0. Needs more pioneers. Instead he goes for another Marder, not another one since he's yet to go for one. But he is going for a Marder 3 Model M. That flak panzer is still in heavy repairs. Another cannon crab. Not more pioneers, but another cannon crab. It's been a while since I've seen any Valorant player this committed to cannon crabs. Remaining anti-tank type moving in actually did cancel the Marder for the cannon crab, which is definitely a choice.
Defend our victory point. We're losing it.
Maybe he just wants to now hold up for the target tank, who knows? I mean, really 2.0 strategy at this point is just utterly opaque.
The victory point is
No real clear idea as to where this is actually leading. Machine gun wipe though. Like 30 they're getting that veterancy too. Oh dear. Almost had the flag up. Yeah, rival score gets what? BAR dropped. Painful blow there for Oziligath.
M26 Pershing tanks are available to
Ah,
run the
he's got the
enemy
Pershing there available. 2.0 meanwhile is still a fair bit away there from the Tiger tank.
under attack.
I mean, not quite gone as laser sharp after it as Oziligath went for the Pershing. So things are about to get much more comfortable for the Germans, possibly. Obviously, let's get that machine gun back in action and get the BAR crew overmanned, maybe, or grabbed. American Flak 30 moving up.
Give him an answer, boys.
Another rifle squad for Oziligath. Still a bit more resources needed before we can go for that Pershing and call it in.
Riflemen are ready.
Riflemen
Fresh rifle squad out there for Oziligath. But yeah, really should grab that BAR there. 24 to assist for the Jägers. Pioneers moving in. Noting no minesweeper on the other Pioneer squad here. Fresh rifle squad gets its baptism of fire with Flak 30s. They didn't teach us this back at boot camp. Bombardment there from the tank half track. Oziligath there can call in the M26 Pershing heavy tank now, and there we go.
Is entering your command.
Heavy tank called in here to smash some German fighters in. Guess he can't grab the BAR, they doesn't want it, I don't know. But the assault with a grenade there hitting off the flak panzer, damaging the Indian Pershing there, moving in. Jaeger's caught in a really terrible position, clearly not anticipating it here. And he's still a bit away there from it. Holy smokes, I think it looks a bit like he's planning he goes for triple Marder fleet. But maybe he is definitely intend to go for that triple Marder, I know we'll have to see, or he's going to regret it in a few moments, because with the extra build speed, he doesn't really have a lot of time to, like, change his mind. 2 Marders already out.
We've lost control of a sector.
Yeah, I guess he really wants that triple Marder here. As Oziligath's Pershing just charging through, barreling ahead here, finds the first Marder shot bounces. Jaegers in the Pantrix. There we go, 2 shots going through here in the Pershing. Another Marder bounce, flak Panzer kaput, American Panzer, leaving it burning by the wayside. And there we go, Oziligath getting the flak 30 there back in action. Another flak gun in the name of freedom.
Our half track is scrapped.
Dancing half it down, flak 30, number 3 down. Wow, that's all of his flak guns now. Actually cleared out there by Oziligath. First being hit by the Marders, grenades, explosions. Jaeger's almost wiped out here. Utter brutality in this complete mess of a match. There you go, Steve on one of the 3 Marder 3Ms. Last the Marder 3M series bow is the Model M.
Get those guns ready.
A more streamlined version of it, if you will.
Crack tank is chewing us
Down to
up.
the cutoff point again, so they got hitting those resources once more. Marder slowly there being hauled back. The Marder itself was one of many self-propelled guns mounted on the Czechoslovakian Panzer 38T. It also had self-propelled artillery, anti-aircraft guns in the form of the flak Panzer Gepard. Of course, later they would also make the Marder series. They're in reconnaissance tanks based off this chassis. It was a pretty, handy chassis there. The Germans got a lot of mileage out of there after they captured Czechoslovakia. Grabbed it.
That's us, boys.
357 on the 39.
Someone for peace and quiet.
Full smoke.
We're taking fire.
Well, he can now set aside the command points for the Tiger tank, but it's going to take a bit of a while to get there. But once it hits, it's going to have, possibly triple Marders covering it, so that's definitely going to cause some problems there for Oziligath. Scouts have finally grabbed the BAR, they're getting themselves some heavier firepower to muster against those goddamn crowds. Big 2 points, wide Stoke, clock is sitting against 2.0, he needs to do something more about the map control. I think he is a bit too focused on the left-hand side of the map here. Also, the double flanks really makes it easy for Oziligath to push forward, so the flank coach needs to keep pacing just to rip for anything. Same bombardment here called in. Marders on the move. 50 counts flanking in here. Jaegers and Gibbon charging forwards.
Enemy down to 100 points.
Gibbon's about to get knocked out here, I think. There you go, march to the rescue. Almost got Oziligath's Pershing. Black 30 white. Be able to bend it. That's the 50 cal, but the 50 cal taking some shots in it through the side armor and the rear. Wasn't in the rear there. Might actually do some damage here. There you go, Marder down. Almost got the Pershing, but at what cost? Got the Pershing, cost him 2 Marders. And Kretchin fleet goes up in flames. The grenade off in the ribbon also goes up in flames. 2.0 just lost so much there. And remaining flag 30 also got wiped out by Oziligath. Utter carnage here. What a completely bonkers battle. Just to take out 1 Pershing. That was definitely a pretty good engagement for Oziligath. He did himself take some losses. I'd say overall comes out a fair bit better. That said, it's not all smooth sailing. The problem is right now, it's going to take a while to get to the Pershing West. 2.0 is kind of getting towards the Tiger Tank. It might hit it up
Enemy
faster
movement near a victory
than
point.
Oziligath. On the other hand, he of course still has a lot of other stuff, and he does have like every flak 30 now his opponent made, which is a bit of an awkward statistic there for 2.0 on the Germans.
Under fire! Small arms!
Bit awkward.
God damn it! Someone get us out of here!
Pioneers being handed down. Like Jaeger's then loose with the G43s. Cut-off point there being hit. We got another Kettencraft for 2.0. He is... I think he's got to have like the record for like the most number of Kettencrafts seen like in any one match.
Just cut us off.
He's built so many Kettencrafts. That must be like his 5th or 6th Kettencraft at this point. An incredible number of Kettencrafts. Jaeger's hitting
We're
a mine.
losing our capture point.
77s with 346. The gap here is not looking in 2.0's favor. Now the MG42. Hope deal with all the American infantry and I guess maybe flank the flak 30s.
Engineers here! Rifles reinforced. You men, get ready.
Bit of quiet here.
The enemy have taken territory from us.
Bit of breathing space. Armada fleet getting ready once more. Not as much for it to shoot at the moment. But 2.0 is getting very close to the Tiger Tank. The Oziligath isn't too far from that Pershing on the other hand. Well, crucially, Oziligath has got much better map control. Things are about to get uncomfortable, I think, here by a fair
Enemy
bit
taking our
for
point.
the Germans. Think Pioneers caught in the cut-off point with the flak 30. But one of many flak 30s. Progress for Giggs and these tier grenades off. Giggs actually standing no chance there.
Spread out! Point cover!
So close to that Tiger Tank here.
Pershings await orders.
Well, Oziligath is going to be able to get out a second Pershing faster than 2.0 can even get out one Tiger Tank.
Sector lost. No contact.
Not exactly great news for the Germans. The flank 30 shifts on, she's on the German position, wresting control of the final victory point away from the German army. Pershing there, zooming ahead. 2.0 is very close to that Tiger Tank, but at this stage, will it even matter?
Enemy down to only 50 points. Reports of enemy movement near our victory point.
Kettencraft desperate trying to buy more time, but actually gets it within easy range of the Pershing. Oh, the Pershing needs his Kettencraft driver somehow is still alive, though probably heavily concussed. Oh, it actually briefly survived a second hit from the Pershing. What the devil? Single bomber getting back the 5th, getting the 5th kill here away. Marder's Jaegers there with the Pershing. Tiger Tank can be called in. Heavy armor support from the 8th Schwerer Panzerabteilung.
Enemy forces tracking on 25 points.
25 positive, 23 here. I fear the Tiger Tank just won't be enough even remotely for 2.0. Like, he's gonna bleed out before it, like, even gets him within range of a victory point. Like, if Oziligath just keeps, I think, these 2 victory points secured, I mean, it's not gonna matter. I mean, Theodore could sneak up under this one, but it seems unlikely here.
Put the pressure on. They only have 10 points
8
left.
points left, 5 points left, 2 points left.
Defend our victory point. We're losing.
The enemy is running.
And GG, that was definitely an unusual match. Not something I'd recommend in terms of Wehrmacht builds, but I mean, it was something else. Just some... I think the lack of infantry did help him a bit here and there in terms of keeping his support weapons alive. Well, and I think that was a bit of a problem when he started losing too many flak 30s. He was really in a bad spot, but also just the lack of an officer squad. So I think he got for that much sooner for the Luftwaffe company. I think it actually been an overall long-term better spot there. But there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. You'll learn something from it. This is Imperial LinkedIn. Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another exciting episode. Bye, everyone.